I'm here in beautiful Salt Lake City, Utah, which is probably best known for the Mormon temple that sits inside the city limits. Salt Lake City truly is a beautiful city, and if you ever get the chance to come here, I highly recommend that you take it and go out and explore this city. It has a lot of great history to it, as well as a lot of great buildings and locations to check out. Along with those buildings, there's also some legends of paranormal activity with a lot of these locations. I was fortunate on this trip. I got to team up with Jim Jones and Reese Adler of PRISMd. We went and checked some of these haunted locations throughout the city to get a taste of what Salt Lake City has to offer in the sense of paranormal activity. Come across a legend of a gravestone that apparently states that the person buried there was a victim of the beast, number 666. We actually were fortunate enough to speak to a couple of the locals, ask them what the story is behind the gravestone. They say no one knows, but it's a popular attraction out here.
I'd like to hear your story. We're willing to share it.
Let's see. The grave runs this way.
Now, I read that they misspelled your name, that it should only have one L. What's correct? L-I-L-L-Y or L-I-L-Y?
The true reason as to why the inscription is on the headstone is probably a little bit more strange than some of the theories that were tossed out as to why the inscription is there. Come to find out, Lily Gray's husband was a little bit out there on his thoughts of the government and their control on people. So the popular belief seems to be that Lily's husband actually had this inscribed on her headstone because she felt that the government was responsible for her death. Now we're here at the McCune Mansion. It's got quite a legend surrounding it of paranormal activity. Claims of a little girl spirit, male spirit with a black cape or robe on, doors locking and unlocking, lights turning on and off. Apparently they even hear music coming from inside the building when there's no one there. Predominantly the mansion now is used for wedding ceremonies and receptions, so it's not someplace where someone's living right now. It's more of a reserve it for events, but it's quite an impressive building. Beautiful architecture, beautiful grounds, well kept. Definitely a interesting place. It'd be great to be inside, get to spend a night in there. Well, we just left Squatter's Pub, where we talked to one of the managers. He didn't want to go on camera talking to us, telling us the stories he's heard about the building there, but he did tell us off camera that the building for the long time was a hotel. And apparently it's had a pretty bad fire at one point in its history. I guess a little girl died inside the building during the fire, is what the legend is, and now they claim that at times they can smell smoke and like something's burning, and see kind of shadow figures running around. So it's definitely an interesting place to check out. If you get to Salt Lake City, come by Squatter's Pub. Good food, good drink, but also a cool building with cool legends surrounding it. Now, probably my favorite location in my time here in Salt Lake City is what's called the City County Building. The City County Building is a massive building that serves as a home to the offices for the city as well as the county administration. This building was built between the years of 1891 and 1894, and the legend is that 2 children died during the construction of this building. The building is said to be haunted by at least 5 spirits, the spirits of the 2 children that died, the mother of those 2 children, as well as a former mayor and a judge in Salt Lake City. Now, I was able to talk to one of the security guards for the City County Building, and he told me that in fact there is paranormal activity in the building. He said that staff inside the cafeteria have told him about dishes rattling. He says you get the eerie feeling like something's there with you when you go through the building at night. And there's also been apparitions that turn out in pictures that are taken inside the building. If you find yourself in Salt Lake City, make sure you go by the City County Building. While it's not open to paranormal investigations because it houses the offices of the administration for the city and the county, you definitely want to go by and check it out because it truly is an amazing building to see in person. So if you find yourself in Salt Lake City, make sure you check out the locations we just shared with you. And also, go off the beaten path a little bit. Get away from some of the popular tourist attractions and truly see Salt Lake City for yourself. Trust me, you'll be happy that you did.